can we expect good results in the absence of a mystical experience?
That's a question, and some different organizations have been funding similar research to that. And in the traditional sense, what we've done in medicine quite often is we've done what are called dismantling studies, right? You sort of try to break apart a treatment into parts. And I think one of the best examples that I mean, Ruth can sort of comment on as well is the, EMDR, right? Eye movement desensitization reprocessing, which was the breakthrough therapy with eye movements. And there was a beautiful example of, I mean, it's an effective therapy, tons of studies. There was a beautiful neurological example of how the actual brain, the eye movements from side to side work. But when they dismantled the study, they did, with or without eye movements, they found out that you could still get the effective treatment without the eye movements happening. So this is the beauty of doing dismantling studies, right? If we're able to sort of separate and see, then we'll see what aspects contribute, and we'll look at, you can almost power a study to see, what aspects are essential and what aspects are, and I think that's the scientist in me is curious to sort of see, how important is the psychotherapy, how important is the timing, how important is the dose, how important is the psychedelic experience. So I think that's part of the learning that I think that will go, because again, safety and efficacy, if it's necessary, we'll give it. If it's not necessary, we won't. I think that's as we move forward.
Absolutely, yes. Let's let the data speak, I suppose. But yeah. My hunch is
I'm with you. No, I absolutely. I didn't disagree with you. I added to your comments. No, I think my gut is the same thing. I think that is the essential part of the awakening that occurs in the person. But I am sort of curious to sort of explore that.
Absolutely.
To echo Robin's sentiment too, from a different point of view, there are many examples where redesigning a molecule to then be more selective on the receptors that it's hitting, because that's really what they're doing, is making it more specific to a different subset of serotonin receptors than the classical psychedelics. There are numerous examples in the drug development, sort of history, where that does not extrapolate through to as you move into early stage clinicals or later stage clinicals where there may be unknown side effects. And so I think that's one of the big benefits that psilocybin has that's a little bit maybe less understood or less given credit to. But the fact that this has been used for centuries by humans and has been used consistently really suggests a undercurrent of safety and efficacy in its prior use. And so really kind of, pointing a medical, study lens at how is that best utilized, there's a much stronger likelihood of success than just a random synthetic molecule out of a chemistry set. There's a big aspect of translating as it scales up, that at each of those scale stages, a new novel molecule has a high likelihood of failure for a whole number of complex reasons. I think that's that also from a very different point of view speaks to what Robin was saying, that it's very interesting, but there's a strong likelihood it won't extrapolate all the way through.